Hi, today's lesson is going to be in the Foundations for Superior Performance book. I've mostly been recording these videos for my students where I teach, but I have been getting a lot of comments from people online from other schools and stuff thanking me for posting them or requesting that I post certain things. And one of the requests I got in was for warm-up set 3, option 4 for the brass in this book, where we have the 16th note lip slurs. So I'm going to try to help you with that, but I will give a little warning beforehand that my primary instrument's percussion. So I've done brass as a secondary kind of in college to get more experience with it and get better at it. And I do okay with it, but it is not my primary instrument. So if you can find a good brass player to help you with this, they may be more helpful than me. One thing I'll point out is that in the book here, in the teacher's edition, they give a couple tips for the brass when playing lip slur patterns like this that some of these might help you. Play with a full sound throughout all registers. Play slurs as smoothly as possible. When moving from note to note, keep the embouchure as still as possible. When strive for a relaxed sound at all times. Maintain a relaxed playing position. Make sure the bottom note of each slur is played with a full sound so that you can bridge to the upper notes with air. Listen to that one again, that's important and it's really tricky and it's one that I struggle with here. Make sure the bottom note of each slur is played with a full sound so that you can bridge to the upper notes with air. So if that's not coming out, then you slow it down, go adjust your embouchure as needed, get a full sound on the lowest notes. Keep the center of the lips soft, not pinched. Use full inhalations and exhalations for each lip slur, 2 measured phrases. Practice buzzing on the mouthpiece. Maintain a steady tempo/pulse throughout each lip slur, giving full time and full tone to each note. And this last one, which I think is really important, and you might want to consider before you do this option 4 here, is stay on the easier options if you cannot maintain characteristic sound and or proper control when playing the more advanced slurs. That is the most important thing. And to be honest, I probably shouldn't be working on option 4 here because I don't think I'm getting that characteristic tone all the way through the range on that exercise yet. But I'll go ahead and try to show you through a few things. One tip I'll give you that I picked up from another choir director or another band director and has seemed to work well for me is thinking of the higher notes as being an E shape, E, and the lower notes more of an O shape, more open. And I'm also a choir director in addition to a band director, and so from teaching that in choir, one of the things they work on is saying an E sound while shaping your lips like you're playing an OO sound. So if you try that, you can go ooh, wee, 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 and you notice that you can do that without spreading your mouth out. That's kind of the change that's happening inside your mouth when you're going from higher partials to lower partials. Is without your lips spreading when you make the change. So try that a little bit on your own, just vocally, before you try it in the instrument. And then when you're trying to do changes like this, it should help you a little bit with the transitions. So that's one tip that has worked pretty well for me. And again, if you ask people who are more brass specialists, they may be able to give you even more advice than that. The other tip I have for this one is to get those 16th notes right, is to set your metronome with a subdivision of 16th notes on it and set it at a nice slow tempo to start out with on this. So I'm setting it at 60 beats per minute with the 16th notes. And I'm going to try to play with that. So you hear right there, I'm having a little bit of trouble with tone doing the changes that quickly. The other thing that I was doing wrong is, and where the metronome can help with that and help me hear that, is I was swinging the 16th notes a little bit. I was going dee o wee o wee o wee o wee instead of e o wee o wee o wee o wee. I was not staying perfectly with the subdivision of the 16th notes on there. So that's something that I have to work on to get better at playing that. I'll give you one more quick demonstration of just the first couple measures of that so that you can work on it yourself. I'm not going to try to play the whole thing all the way through and have you listen to me do it with bad tone though, because I don't think that's going to help you that much. So I'll play the beginning of it one more time. I'll try to fix that little mistake I made and then send you on your way. I'm still struggling on that second one with getting those 16ths in time. I will have to keep working on that, and you go ahead and work on that too if you're up for it and if you're ready to play something as hard as option 4 there. And I wish you the best of luck with that, and keep up with the comments. I appreciate it on the YouTube channel. Thanks, guys.